That's a DickSpin on Twitch. Alright, this is a move that a lot of people don't even know about. When I say DickSpin, kind of laugh a little bit. They're like, that's a fucking move? Yes, it is. And it's back! So DickSpin is probably one of my favorite moves besides pack sides and my own personal bullet flip. By the way, this tutorial is going to be a lot more, like, a lot less serious and like angry faced. It is kind of bright, I am squinting, but I got a lot more sleep this time. Last time I was sick when I made the bullet ball tutorial, and then I bleeped it. I'm so freaking sorry about that. Okay, I'll stop bleeping. Getting to know the DickSpin is kind of like, there's not really one single perfect way to do it. Kind of like a castaway. I mean, there is like a really perfect way to do a castaway, but I mean, not everyone does it that way, and they still get it around, and they can do it pretty low. So I'm just gonna show you my way. This is different than Genji's way, than Zin's way. I can't really tell you how. I don't really know exactly how they do it, but I've seen them do it, and it's definitely not the same as mine. First off, for spot, my first spot was not here. This is like a little bit above head. My first spot was actually back in Montana after Fool's Jam. I'll show you a clip. That was actually my first time ever doing a DickSpin, and as you can tell, it was a little bit different than that. And I'll tell you why. Because I actually have two methods of doing it. One's kind of like a workup to the actual legit DickSpin. We'll just get into that. Prerequisites, I wouldn't really say there's really a prerequisite. There's nothing that really builds into a DickSpin because it's kind of a creature on its own. I mean, it is very similar to a circle cast, but it's definitely not the same. Because the way your hips set up and your legs set up and the throw is, it's very, very different. Some moves that I might say kind of teach the kind of, I guess, momentum aspect of it, because it's not really built on strength, it's just built on speed and momentum. I'd say the first one for that would probably be pendulum. See how it's more of a whip with your legs. It's not very punchy or jumpy. You're not really getting height when you do these flips. It's all about using heel drive and hips. Getting into the basics of DickSpin. So there's two ways to do a DickSpin. There's the one I learned to kind of warm up to it, which is elbow in chest and one on top. I mean, you start like this, but as soon as you're about to go, you switch and you drive it into yourself, kind of like a b-boy, how they hold themselves up like that. So you're gonna push around into the DickSpin, and then the proper one is all momentum based from your hands and hips. So I want to talk about the common misconceptions of how people think about DickSpins, because a lot of people think it's more of an entire body motion when it's not. The reason I related it to a pendulum is because your legs whip this way and then they whip back the other way. You're not just rocking your entire body. So the way it works is, I call it cocking, because it's kind of like cocking a gun. Basically, you set your hips one way, and then you drive your hips the opposite way, your heels go up, and that's what sends you around. So you cock it, boom, and then you just whip it across. That's what gets you the height and everything. When you're doing DickSpins, make sure you're not trying to throw your legs and whip them around the top of the wall. Like you're here, and then don't try to throw your legs over the top of the wall, okay? The trick is to really just let the momentum carry you up, and then wherever that takes you, it takes you. After I throw my hips up, when I go for the tuck, my knees are immediately gonna send me in that direction. Someone I knew actually had a problem with these, where they kind of treat it like a pimp flip almost. They'd be in the right setup, they'd swing the legs, but as soon as they go for the flip, they'd turn and leave their hand on. That's not what you want to do. It's not a pimp flip, it's a DickSpin. Okay, you're gonna be looking straight the whole time until you get around the wall. That's why I say keep your hips on the wall, because if you turn at any point or look sideways, look away from forward or down at your hands, you're gonna end up doing some weird acts that you don't want, get lost, and then get hurt. When you get in the air, try to hold that tuck really tight, because the tighter you tuck, of course, the faster you're gonna rotate. But also, if you kind of be loose with it, your axis will be taken off course and you will probably flop somewhere. So I remember doing it one time, and I came out so horizontal because I didn't hold the tuck right. I was like out here. I came out so horizontal. My shoes hit, slipped, belly flop. It tickled, but we don't want that every time. Now timing is a big thing. When you decide to push off the wall, that's when every single trick, like every single thing you did to build up to the rotation takes full effect. You have no control in midair. All you can do is tuck and hope you land it. So you have to get everything perfect, especially timing. So you see how my hands don't come off till my hips are already above the wall? That's probably one of the main things about timing. Hands, you can go one hand, grab the knee, then next hand, or you can just go all together. Doesn't really matter. Let's talk about the hands. Okay, so for a proper one, you're gonna wanna do this, thumbs on top of the object with your hips against the actual wall. Also with a DickSpin, like I said, it's mainly hips and heel drive, but also whenever you get off the wall, you're gonna try a hop using your shoulders. You're gonna block, you're gonna push off. Now the way the half grip works is, of course, you're gonna start like this, but then as soon as you're about to go through the flip to get more power out of it, more stability and strength, that's when you're gonna turn your wrist around and hold yourself up using your elbow. I don't even know if people are gonna like the warm up or not. So I mean, if you feel more comfortable doing it that way, go for it. I'll try to do it. I haven't done it in forever, but that's where you're gonna go here with your left into yourself. So whenever you're pushing up, you're gonna swing, drive your elbow, lift up, and then kick around. Nice. With a normal DickSpin, you can definitely get lower. I've actually never tried lower, so I want to try that. One thing that this and the low castaway kind of have in common is as soon as you get on the wall, if you throw it right then, you'll have a lot better chance of making it around and you'll have all your strength there. So the longer you wait, the more you kind of waddle your ass a little bit, the less power you're gonna have and the harder it's gonna be to get really full throw out of it. So just do it as fast as possible as soon as getting on the wall and you'll be way better set. Let's see if I die. That's not bad. Okay, we've probably reached the realm of just ridiculousness right here. I would go a little bit lower, but this wall, I don't want to hit it. Yes. Also with DickSpin, you might not think it's easy to combo because it's such an awkward move, so you might leave it at the end of combos and not really do anything with it. But there's actually a lot of ways to move into and out of it. A lot of these I haven't tried, but I want to make a cool tutorial for you guys, give you guys some ideas. So I'm gonna try some of these. Hopefully they work because I've always had them in my head, and if they turn out cool, try them. So there's the normal one that you see me do a lot in my videos because it's just simple, where you just jump straight up into it, swing your hip, go. Then there's actually one that I really enjoy to do, and it's kind of like a vault I made up a while ago called a wiper, where your body slides across then slides back into it. That one gives you a lot of power. There's the one where you start sitting, turn, and then drop into a DickSpin. And then there's this one that I think would probably be the coolest way into it. I just have never tried it, so don't really know if it'll work or not. If it works, I'll put it in. If it doesn't, it'll just cut here, or you'll see me dying. Yes. This isn't a one try, you get it kind of move. This is one you really have to work up to, because the axis is so different than every other flip that you're not just gonna be used to it. So, DickSpin axis is definitely, whoa, I don't think it's as strict as you might think. Because sometimes I've done it where I treat it like a side flip away from the wall. Other times I treat it more like a circle cast. It's all based on how you time it, how you let go, and what you're more comfortable with. It's not a very strict move, so don't feel like you have to do it a perfect specific way every single time. So I did this tutorial because I've had so many people asking for it. It's kind of one of the moves that I kept doing in a lot of my videos, and no one really knew what it was. They just heard the word DickSpin and they thought it was kind of funny. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out other videos, check out our clothing, and I'll see you guys next time.